Hello, my name is Vortex Warp, and welcome back to episode 9 on the Ancientcraft server. And today we are going to do a lot of digging. I've got my pick and I've got my shovel, and we're going to be digging two things. The first thing I'm going to be digging is some dirt. I'm here at the place where I normally gather my dark oak wood for the giant tree I've been building. If you haven't seen that, make sure to check it out. I'll leave a link in the iCards now. But if you have seen it, then you know this place. Hopefully you know this place, but this is where I've been getting all the wood. It's a bit of a mess, really. And I'm here to get some dirt today because I need some dirt for some future projects, some building, and also some farms. So I'm going to gather that. Might get a bit of sand whilst I'm here. See how much I could do with the shovel before I go back and repair it. Or make a new one, whichever's easiest. And I'm going to do this in a time lapse, so we're going to cut into that relatively shortly. And the second thing of digging I'm going to do is digging a hole for a new project that I've got planned. So that's good. We've got Instamine here, and we do have Instamine over there. Because I got myself a beacon, so I'll show you that once we got there. And I think I've also got a little clip to show you of me fighting the weather, but I did just fight it in the bedrock ceiling. I was the worst because the last few times it's just held me up, and I want to get on with this season. So I'm going to get this dirt and this grass for some future projects, as well as a little bit of sand. I just realised I didn't bring any shulkers or chests, but there is wood here, so we can make some chests. I didn't bring my axe though, so we can make a few chests, get some lovely grass and dirt, and then we're set for our new projects. Welcome back, guys, from the time lapse, and that was enjoyable, wasn't it? And we just spent ages gathering a ton of dirt just to place it back down again in this beautiful island. I spent a while gathering dirt and placing it down on this island right here, and I think it's looking really awesome. We had to do a couple trips back and forth, and we also got some very, very kind donations from Mr. False and Calagrian Knight. So that has led us well on our way to creating this beauty. As you can see, it's completely made of dirt apart from a small grass patch which is spreading, and that's what we're going to be using to convert this whole island into grass, because at the moment, although it's got some nice shape and some good potential, it definitely needs a bit of green life brought to it, and it's going to look awesome with the big tree, the island around it, and I can't wait to get some builds on the floating island. So the plan is to have a big floating island with lots of small islands around it, and it's going to be an awesome base. And I've just seen over there, I've missed some parts in the wall. Obviously, we've got to do the bottom still as well after that and make the island actually look good. But still, I'm happy with this. And if we just pop back to here, like so, we can see that it's going really well. And this is spreading. And so I'm going to place down a couple more bits of grass. I was planning on just spreading it for one. And this is all spread from one bit of grass. But I think I want to speed it up just a little bit. So I'm going to be placing down bits of grass dotted around and seeing how much of the island we can cover in this lovely grassy texture. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait, and it's going to look great also. So I'm going to continue going about this task, seeing how much of it I can cover, and we want to make this island look great, lovely and green, and then I'm going to make a little time lapse of it spreading. We are done. In fact, I think that Enderman down there might be angry at me, but this island is beautiful, isn't it? Covered in a glorious sight of grass. It's looking awesome. I've installed Exuma's Clean Grass Edges Vanilla Tweaks resource pack, and that looks even better. So I'm super excited about that, and it's looking great. I've also got my Elytra back up and running again, but I don't think it's going to work if I jump off, so I'm going to slowly work my way down here, and that Enderman is definitely angry at me. I'm going to have to tackle him when we get down to... Oh gosh, this could be bad, this could be bad. Oh, I'm going to end up pulling... Oh, no! Right, it's time to sweep up the mess and hope that nothing fell off. I think some stuff might have gone through the portal, but then again, maybe not. Let's have a look, shall we? What have we got? Seems to have all spread out pretty nicely on this platform. We've got our Elytra, which is one of the main things. We did get some stuff falling down there, which means there's quite a high chance we've lost some stuff. We've got the pickaxe, though. We've got most of the armour. We haven't got the sword, and we've lost quite a bit of bone meal. And there's some stuff here. We've got a helmet. Yeah, we've lost our leggings too, which is a shame. Is there anything else down here? There's the fireworks. I think we might have lost our leggings, which is not exactly the best thing, but it could have been a lot worse. Yeah, what a shame. That wasn't exactly how I wanted to start this, but what can you do, eh? What can you do? I'm just going to pop through and check. Yeah, it hasn't come through now that I've loaded that area, so we've got to make some new leggings. In fact, I might just make do with some iron ones. But as I was saying, this island is now looking pretty snazzy, and the next task is why I've got all this bone meal in my inventory, and that is to, if I can just pop these away in here, I don't need the chest plate. I should have some leggings somewhere. Yeah, the next task is to bone meal up the island, because although it's looking super nice as it is, it would look a lot better if we just did that. I've planted some trees and also got some of these just to act as little dispensers for flying. So yeah, now we can actually view the island from the sky. Doesn't that look absolutely astonishing if we fly over this way? We can see what beautifulness it is, and I'm hoping that once we bone meal it up, it will look a lot nicer too. Just add a bit of life to the place. I don't know what type of flowers we can actually get with this. I think it's just the red and the orange ones, which is a bit of a shame. But I'm just going to run around doing this for a good long while and see what we can do. And we have covered the whole island in bone meal, and I've started a little bit more of the regular decoration too. As you can see, we've got the bone meal covered island, as well as a little pond here with some sugarcane surrounding it, and a small forest over in this direction that I've started working on, and it just makes it look a lot more organic and nice, especially from the sky. I've been using these little cobwebs as the launchers. I just jump into it, activate my Elytra, hold shift so I go up slightly, and then I can press my firework rocket and I fly up into the sky. And down below is looking superb. I mean, look at that tree, it's looking superb. The whole island that it's on, and I can't wait to carry on building this and making it look even better. But for now, it's time to head over to a new project, which is going to be a minigame in the minigames district. And we've arrived at the minigame district, also known as Old Community Area. This is where we started off the server, and there's a barn over there, a pig that I built because I was bored, but I'm going to tear that down anyway. And over there in the distance, you won't be able to see it, is my old house, and we've got to redo this place at some point, but this is the first melon farm, and I'm planning on building my minigame over there. And the other day I was playing with a new person on the server, CrazyCreeper88, and me and him were racing to get the sugarcane in the district, and because we both needed it, and so we raced for it, and I thought this could be a good minigame, and you've got to collect sugarcane. So I am actually going to build this. I'm going to build a little arena with an arrangement of sugarcane, and you've just got to run around basically and collect sugarcane. I might make multiple layers of this because it would be quite fun, I think, to have like different. That doesn't line up. Different levels of it, but yeah, I just think it will be a cool minigame, so I'm going to build it, and it will be quite effortless as well. All I need is a little bit of redstone to like open a door or drop people down. and obviously the room, and then people can count up their scores themselves. So it's not going to be hard to do. It's not going to take very long either, and it's just going to be generally fun. So I've got like a 12 by 12 area. Well, it's actually 13 by 13, and if you include the little trim, which I'm not, it will be a 14 by 14 area. And that's where we're going to be building the little arena. I've brought some dirt, and I've also brought some leaves and stuff just to decorate it with. But yeah, I'm building this up, and I think Crazy Creeper is coming over to help me soon as well, because he said he'd be interested in helping me build this. So yeah, I'm going to hop into a call with him, do some stuff, and then we'll be back once we've got a little bit of a concept building in our brain. And there we go, look at that. We've been working hard, me and Crazy Creeper, and the outer front of the minigame is actually done here. I think I'm going to put some signs and maybe a little bit more above, but we're going to start here, and I haven't actually made a way to enter the minigame properly yet, but around the back here I've just got a temporary ladder so we can get up and down, and if I can access it then I'll show you. So I've got the sugarcane and bone blocks around the outside, this down here. In fact, I do need to cover up that dirt there, but if we pop up then, we've got the area at the top, and this is where the players are going to start, in this zone, and they're going to run around collecting the sugarcane. I'm going to put lily pads on top of the thing there, and they've got to basically break as much sugarcane and collect it as they can throughout the minigame. And then when either they fall or they finish collecting the sugarcane from the top layer, they will drop down this drop chute into the next area, into the next area of the build, which is superb. So yeah, we're going to keep building the drop chute. In fact, I think we're going to finish up the height here and start work, and the next thing we're going to do is build like a little maze. So the top has actually started growing, and that will reenact how the minigame is going to be, and I'm actually going to grab some more sugarcane. So people are going to be running around like this in the top section for a while, competing for the sugarcane. And when they've done that, they'll jump down, they work their way to the middle, and they jump down, and they land in the water, and they land here. In the next section, which is going to be a maze. So me and Crazy Creeper have started work on this. So these two will just be dead ends. And then this way is the main way, and then you can turn left, and this is the design we're going for the tunnels. So it's quite open, we've got the leaves, and then below the leaves you've actually got torches like so. And actually I just realised what we need to do is make sure that this is stone all here, and also behind the leaves, because people can actually see through that. So I'm going to do that now. There. So that should look quite nice. Oh, can I see? I can see the bottom right there, so I need to make sure the bottom is actually just stone as well. And I'm out of stone, which is annoying. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. We're going to have a maze, and there's going to be sugarcane hidden throughout the maze. Maybe just even dotted around on the ground could be nice. We've got to be careful how we do it, because yeah, like that maybe. Then we could have a piece of sugarcane there. Just in the maze randomly, I think could be nice. So yeah, we're going to carry on with this, and I'll cut back to you once a little bit more progress has been made on this build. So I'm back, and we're ready now to show you the next part. So I've been working on this maze a little bit, along with Crazy Creeper, and along this direction we just got pathways. So last time we had this hallway here, got the sugarcane up here that grew, put it back. And on the right, we've got a room full of sugarcane. So this is like a jackpot. Whoever gets here first has got a lot of sugarcane. And then we've got another pathway here. It splits off into one. Here I'm going to do a little bit of redstone to do something there. And another pathway there. So it's quite a good maze. And then if we go along in this direction, we've got another pathway, another turn off. So hopefully this will get people well and lost. And you can actually see through there into the other part of the maze that we were in earlier. This one's a dead end. There's a bit of sugarcane at the end. There's another bit of sugarcane here. It's just dotted around the maze, really. We've got a pathway that leads down here, which is going to lead to a little parkour challenge to get through. And then along this one, we've got another parkour challenge. Now, this one is like got a reward at the end. So let's see if I can do it. It's going to be like a one. I activated my light show. I didn't mean to do that. It's going to be a one-try thing. So this ladder's going to be gone. So if you fail, you have to go into a different part of the maze. So it's worth having the reward at the end. There's a sugarcane just here on the way. It's quite a simple maze, simple parkour, except obviously I suck, so I can't do this. But let's see if we can actually do it this time. And I'll show you what we've got over there. Oh dear. Okay, see if we can do it this time. It's definitely possible. Yep, like so. We can go like so. Oh. Anyway, you can land on this ladder, and then you can, from this ladder, you can access 32 sugarcane as a reward. And then you can carry on through into the rest of the maze. So that's that pathway. And I've also been working on the other side of the maze. This parkour was mainly built by Crazy Creeper, so he's going to do a little bit more texturizing, I think, but it's looking good at the moment. There's another one that I'm going to be building down there. And I've been doing a little bit of redstone on this side of the maze. So this side, oh, I just got to put this pressure plate back because there's going to be a pressure plate here. This side of the maze consists of a room of sugarcane. So it's like a reward. People are going to come in here and see it. And then, oops, what they're going to do is they're going to try and escape. And they're not going to be able to escape because that's there. And I don't think, well, I'm activating my light, so let's take it off. I don't think there's any way for them to get through. We did manage to get through when there was 2 of us, like rushing it, but it's very difficult. And so the way you get out of here is using these buttons on the ceiling. People will hopefully figure it out, that they open different parts of the door and you've got to run through. But it's really hard to do. The method is actually to go backwards, and then it's quite simple. And in here there's some more sugarcane, and we're going to have a tunnel of rewards of parkour. I've actually brought my haste 2 beacon that I was talking about at the start of today's episode over here. So we've got that over here too, which is nice. So we've got haste 2. And I haven't actually created a way out of this area, so it's going to be like a one-way system. And now I need to actually get out of here, so I'm going to break away the pressure plate and put it back. And we can put our elytra on too. So it's a one-way passage right there, and it's pretty simple redstone. But for now, I'm going to knock this project on the head, and we're going to head back and start a new project back on the island. And that project is a sheep farm. I've been hard at work constructing myself a little house for these fellows that I've been breeding up. I don't think there's any more. Oh, we can breed one. No, we can't breed any more. But there's quite a few babies in there, and this is the sheep farm. It's got space for 100 sheep, and it's reasonably lag effective. So we would stand in this water stream holding down the right click button, and it would shear the sheep, and then water goes below. There's 2 sheep in between each door, and so what happens is when we go round, we can shear them. There's a trapdoor here, so we don't go right up against there and pick up the wool. The wool can get picked up by a collection system. And we just hold down right click like so. The sheep are squished in between there, so they don't move as much, so it's lag efficient. And if we just look over here, you can see the sheep are trapped into their zone. There's grass all around, and there's grass on top of this, below this grass, and so it can stay as grass. And that means that there's grass everywhere, so it can spread and the sheep can regrow their wool. We have a minecart below that picks up the wool and it puts it in this chest here. As you can see, we've collected a little bit there. And we have also these cobble walls. So the cobble walls and the slab means that the wool can't actually get through, but we can still reach the sheep. So it works extremely well. As you can see, the wool is being sheared. It's quite hard to show, but it is being sheared. And the sheep are losing their wool, and then they will regrow it. It will take a couple of rounds before they've regrown it, but I think this is good. We could expand it at some point, but I doubt we're going to need a lot more wood. I've still got a lot more sheep to bring in though. I've been collecting wheat, and I've also been collecting, obviously, the sheep. So, hey, I can share these guys as well. But yeah, I've been collecting both of those things. Unfortunately, oh, no, we can't breed enough. And I've been putting them in there. I've got 16 in out of the potential 100 spaces. So it's quite a challenge to get them in, but I'm managing to do it. And we just need some wheat. And also, yeah, well, okay, that's too many sheep. That's too many sheep. Oh, gosh. Okay. And this is how I do it. I just get a couple of sheep, and then I come up here, wait till I got their attention. Yeah, sometimes it can be quite challenging to get the attention of all the sheep. But I will get it eventually. I think I have to hide the wheat away. And let's bring it out again. There we go. We've got the sheep's attention. So we can bring them up here. And in fact, I believe that, yeah, we can get 2 sheep in each cell. So, oops, there's 3 in that one. No, not too many. But unfortunately, that is all we've got time for today. I'm going to end off today's episode by doing a quick AFK session at the sheep farm, and I need to make sure there's no sheep hanging around to knock me off or block me so that I drown in the water. I've dumped away all of my items inside this chest over here, and I've got myself shears and I've filled my inventory. I've got raw mutton, and in fact, yeah, I've got raw mutton in my inventory in case any sheep die and I pick it up, and I shouldn't pick up any wool. So I'm ready to AFK. I've got 50 sheep in out of the 100 that I could possibly have. In fact, I've got 52 over here, which is great. And I've done a short AFK session already, but we're going to need to do another one. As you can see, here's the output chest. I got some white wool and some red wool. And I've added blue sheep now, and I've been working on a project that involves blue wool, which you'll see in the next episode. But yeah, so I'm going to need to AFK away, get some more blue wool for that project. So all we do is hold down right click. The right click will continuously be held, and we will shear the animals. Also, if we run out of food, we can eat some food using the food in our offhand, and we can continue to right click as we go around. The station refills our shears once we get to the other side, if our shears have run out, and if not, they just get put on the ground. So I'm going to do this for a while, and then we will see what happens. So I'll be back after that. In fact, no, I won't, because it's the end of the episode. Goodbye, guys. See you in the next one.